So here we have an inequality. To solve inequalities, it's just like an equation. The only difference is if you are ever going to multiply or divide both sides by a negative, like for example, we want to get rid of this -2 and we want to divide by -2. So if you ever multiply or divide both sides by a negative, that's going to switch the direction of the inequality. That rule is easy enough to remember. All the rest is just like regular equations. We get rid of the 1 by subtracting. Now subtracting does not affect the inequality. It's still going to be -2 x minus 3 in parentheses is less than 7 minus 1 is 6. Right now there's a choice. We could either distribute the 2, multiply through, and then continue from there, or you can get rid of the 2 right now. And that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of it, divide both sides by -2. And then that's the step that's going to change the direction of the inequality. Over here, these cancel, leaving x minus 3. Once that 2 is gone, you don't need the parentheses anymore. And then, in order to isolate x, add 3 to both sides. So we'd have x is bigger than, and then a +3 and a -3 are actually going to cancel each other out, leaving a 0. So x needs to be bigger than 0. Okay, so I did this part, solve it, and then graph the solution means just draw a number line. The important number was 0, and this bigger than means to the right. So if it's bigger than 0, then it's to the right of 0. So that means that it would be all of this. So then you shade it and say it goes that way forever. Just enough shading to make you feel like an artist. Then, what do I put here? Well, because this doesn't have an equals, there's 2 ways to do it. One is you put an open circle, or you use a parenthesis, and then the shading would go like this. If it would have said x is bigger than or equal, then I would have either used a closed circle and then the shading, or I would have used a square bracket. So all 3 of these are saying whatever the number is, it is possible that x equals it. This is saying it's not possible that x equals, it has to be to the right of it. So that's why there's a hole left there, or that's what the parenthesis means.